Hello everyone, Secretary here. So welcome back to round 2 of the Manufacturers Cup. So it's the qualifying for the GTWS, the Dragon Trail Gardens. I'm with the Citroën GT by Citroën Group 3 car. As you can see, didn't really have a good qualifying session. We're starting in P15. Also, they had one chance to race, so it's basically all or nothing. Qualifying didn't really go well, so I was trying to push as hard as I could, see if I could gain some positions right from the start. So in terms of strategy for this race, it's basically a lap race in which you could start on intermediate tires or wet tires, and then at around maybe lap 11 or 12, so it's more or less the time for you to pit and to use also two other available compounds. Since the weather was literally going to dry up. Already in P11, managed to gain some positions already on lap 1. So I got a correct exit there. I was trying to defend, but instead of the run, managed to work much earlier. He also got a bit pushed wide, like pre-racing, so there was much driving. And it was fine, yes. Didn't really push that hard, so everything was okay. Losing 2 positions, went up to P13. I'm trying to get a position back. The track was very wet. A slight tap from behind. He backed out, so it was okay. tires. Okay. Ace with the intermediates as well. Harvey and Ronald as they can. And Lance is just checking the tires that the other drivers were using. Intermediates. Tires. Intermediates and intermediates. Okay. Most of the drivers were on intermediate tires. I managed to pass the Spanish driver, so now I was in P10. Trying to see if I could open a gap with drivers behind. So at this point, most of the track was starting to dry a bit. At this point I was trying to see if I could catch the pack ahead. See if maybe I could gain a few more positions. Got the full exit there, managed to overtake him. Getting attacked from behind. Another one there. And also Jian, but it's a second penalty for that. seconds of penalty. This fight was allowing me to open a small gap between myself and the two drivers behind. The race, it started raining more. I was also hoping that some of the drivers would be on the wet tires so that they would maybe have to pit earlier. The wet tires weren't really going to last that long. So let's see. Actually, this Porsche is not doing very badly. Start struggling earlier, but they would also have to pit. So I was also hoping that since they would have to pit earlier, that they would have in case they decided to use the soft tires, that they weren't really going to last that long, or that they would have to use the medium tires. In that case, if I use the soft tires, I would have an advantage. So 90 there. those wet tires. Try to avoid him again. Got him from behind there. So that fighting there also helped Nene to get even closer was to the front ahead of him. So if you look at the map, so you can see already that there's a big gap. The group in front. So I knew that it was going to be really hard to catch any of them unless obviously they made some kind of mistake. I was trying to cool my tires a little there. I'm going to try and do that a bit more for these next few laps. I was trying to see if I could maybe make these tires last for 3 more laps. I was trying to get these tires to lap 13. At the end of lap 13, and then I would have soft tires and they would be in better condition up until the end of the race. In the pits, as well as the Greek driver. So now this was the leader's turn to pit. So at the end of lap 12, and I was guessing that most of them would pit at the end of this lap. Obviously, I was going to pit at the end of this lap. I was starting to have some pressure from behind. Some of the faster drivers that were ahead and that had already pitted. They were on soft tires. And we were close really fast. So the other driver that hadn't pitted yet was also obvious. So the other Portuguese driver. I guess we were thinking about the same strategy. So in here it was a bit awkward because I had to let him pass first before I entered the pit exit. Or the pit entry, sorry. Coming out in P7, but still with two cars really close behind. A big fight until the end. That was what I thought. So in here, I think the Italian driver was unlucky because I think he got the penalty because he overtook me under the yellow flag, so he got the 3-second penalty. Back to P7 again. So now with the Dutch driver right behind. was trying to follow the dry line. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn the dry line on at the beginning of the race. So because I could see it more or less. It wasn't really sure in some parts. Then here, so I ended up crashing. I went on the curve, and so I lost all the grip. So fortunately, we had also a big gap for the cars behind. So I managed to lose just one position. It was in P7, now in P8. I really lost the position for the Dutch driver. Which was unfortunate because I think my only mistake this race, in which I had to fight really hard also to gain some positions because I started in P15. So and since I only had this chance to play, so I was trying to gain as more positions as I could. So also Ace here also spun the car. This allowed me to see if I could try and catch him again. So I wasn't still feeling very confident going through some parts of the track. Since I didn't really want to make another mistake. this point of the race I wasn't really gaining on the driver ahead, so we were just keeping around the same time. But I knew that I had to push hard in these last 2 laps to see if I could catch the BMW driver. It was at this point that I started gaining a few seconds on the driver ahead. But I also knew that at this rhythm I wouldn't really be able to catch him. Still, I wasn't really feeling disappointed about that, because since I started in 15, I managed to gain a lot of positions during the race, so I was kind of happy with P8. Also, because in these last 2 laps of the track was basically dried out, I was feeling much more confident at this point, trying to push. So, but I'm going to end up finishing in P8. So, like I said, I just gave it my best. Qualifying didn't really go well, so I had to recover a lot of positions. But finishing in P8, I guess, wasn't really that bad. So I was kind of happy with that. So, hope you have enjoyed. So this was round 2 of the online qualification, or qualifying, sorry, for the GTWS. And so I will probably be back in a few minutes, because I also want to do the weekly challenges. So I'm probably going to do that, so in a few minutes. So I hope you have enjoyed this race, and I will see you again very soon.